What's up, guys? Just wanted to talk a little bit about the Pursuit of Truth story, how all this came to be. So, I know for me, I was thinking for a while that there's a lot of young people pretty much everywhere that have a lot of questions, a lot of things that they're struggling with that aren't being said. So, what happened is actually in August, I came back from a trip, and one of the girls in our church, she mentioned to me, she said, sometimes I have things that I want to ask, I have questions, but I don't ask them because I feel like I'm going to be judged. I thought that was really sad and also really interesting at the same point. And I wondered how many other people thought that same way as well. So I asked another teen girl that was at a table next to ours, and I said, "Hey, do you ever feel the same way as well?" And she said, "Yeah, I actually do." So again, that's pretty sad that people feel that way. And again, I was thinking, man, like I wonder how many people out there feel that way as well. And I know I mentioned this story to another young guy that I was friends with, a couple years younger than me. I said, "Hey, like, have you ever felt this way?" And he said, "Yeah, absolutely." But he said, "For me, it's more I just never really knew who to talk to. Like, there wasn't really anyone there for him in his life that he could come to with difficult questions and things like that." So, obviously, super sad, super difficult. But me and my brother, we have a desire to be there for young people that have difficult questions, especially questions about God, especially difficult spiritual questions or just questions in life in general that people aren't really wanting to talk about. So that's a little bit of our desire, and as a result of that, I started the Pursuit of Truth back in, I want to say, September. We started doing that just with the teens in our church, and it's been really great. It's basically an environment where young people are able to ask whatever they want to ask. We're able to just have open discussions where there's not like a fixed agenda. We're just having an open conversation. So, Steve, you want to go in a little bit about how this applies
Yeah,
to the
what
Pursuit of Truth story?
yeah, what's crazy is during the same exact time I'm out traveling, and really what I was doing is I was working with an evangelistic group really geared towards teenagers and the Christian school. And so I'm out and about. I'm actually out west during this whole time, and I just happened to have a phone call with my brother. And so he shares with me this same burden, right? He shares with me this burden that he has for our youth group, for the teens, for the young people, for this younger generation. And as he's explaining this, I'm literally experiencing in real time across the other side of the nation, in various churches, various youth groups, and Christian schools. I'm experiencing this on a regular basis as we work with the young people, as we counsel them, as we talk to them about their needs and their issues. And really what I was seeing was the exact same thing, is that there's a lot of kids with a lot of questions that just have not been answered. And I think some of it is due to the fact that they don't feel like they can go to certain individuals, their authorities. They don't feel like they can get the right
Hmm.
answers. They feel like they're going to be judged, etc. There's a lot of reasons why, but
Yeah.
I'm noticing this at the same exact time. And so we were able to kind of share our burdens. And honestly, yeah, that's basically how it started. We want to be there for them. We want to give them truth. We want to set a platform up to where they can access truth, and they can apply it to their lives.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. And so I would say another thing to add on to, probably, I don't know, bro, what would you say? Was it like a couple months ago that we were like, hey, let's share this with everybody out there? Like, what would you
Yeah,
say? A couple
yeah,
months
it's
ago?
about
I
a
don't
couple
really know.
months.
But either way, we're like, hey, you know what? Like, we have something that is valuable. There's a lot of young people that have been helped by it. I mean, I know I myself, and you as well, like, you've been helped by it. And so
Sure.
we're like, hey, let's share this with the world. Let's share this opportunity with other people that are out there struggling. And I know for me personally, it's important because I know I myself, like, I struggled for years and years with difficult spiritual questions and questions about life. And I was very confused for a while. And I'm, doing a lot better now. I've made a lot of progress, and God's been working in my life a lot the last couple of years. But I want to be that person that I never really had for other people. Like, I
Sure.
want to,
Yeah. Yeah. It's good.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I want
Yeah.
to just be there for other people that are struggling, that, have a lot of questions that no one's answering.
Yeah.
And so that's my burden. I think that's your burden too,
Yeah, and I
right?
mean, it's not like we know everything, because we obviously don't, and we're gonna go ahead and admit that on camera here. But the fact of the matter is we want to set up an atmosphere where young people are able to express questions that they have. They're able to have an environment where they can enter, where they can have somebody help them process through
Hmm.
life. And I don't know if that's readily available to young people like it should be, and so we
Yeah.
want to be there for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good. We just want to do our part. We feel like this is something that God's laid on our heart. So we want to take that step of faith and trust Him that this is something that He wants us to do to be able to help the younger generation, as best we can. So, and definitely keep us in your prayers. We definitely need a lot of prayer as we're doing the Pursuit of Truth on Wednesday nights with the teens during that time. And also definitely share our content if you think that it is valuable. Share it with someone if you think it would help them specifically. And, keep us in your prayers as always. We need it. All right, guys. See you soon.